Flies it, and hits. 7-0 our score. Manhattan Chief trail against the Cornerstone Saints. Here comes James Wilson. Wilson, a guarded dribble, goes back to Dylan Peters. Quick pass to Schrader. Schrader tries to work inside, and the ball's tapped away. Derek Bowman up high to get it. There's Derek Bowman, who receives the pass and goes up and scores. Assist James Wilson. Finish Derek Bowman. 7-2 Manhattan Chief on the board finally with 5:11 to play in our first quarter. Strong move by Derek Bowman. And they swing the ball, go inside. There's a move along the baseline. That's a block. But it's picked up by the Saints. There they go inside. And Pogue is fouled. I believe that foul will go against Dylan Peters.
That's Dylan Peters' first foul.
First foul on Dylan. It'll be the Saints inbounding under their own basket. They look, and go to the wing. Frederick to Pogue. Oh, it's tapped away by Dylan Peters. Nice defense by Dylan. Frederick is able to control it. And Aaron Mullen dribbles to his right. Steinlage with the ball. Steinlage covered up and goes back up top. There's Frederick, quick pass, and there's a deep three. That is no good. James Wilson manages to control that rebound. That was contested. Here comes Manhattan Chief trailing 7-2. Dylan Peters to McNellis. McNellis looks, and goes to Patrick Schrader. Patrick drives into the lane, will step back out, and go to Dylan Peters on the wing. Where will Manhattan Chief find offense? Nathan McNellis looks at Bowman and goes back to Dylan Peters. Now Dylan will try to penetrate. Big jump stop. He's bumped, and the ball is taken away by the Saints. Long pass to Steinlage. Steinlage goes to Trevor Pogue, who apparently is fouled. So the Cornerstone Saints alertly looked down court, made a long pass. The ball was fumbled. The foul was called. So 3 fouls have been called against Manhattan Chief and 1 foul called against the Cornerstone Saints. Josh Patterson into the game. Nathan McNellis takes a seat. 8-2 our score as Trevor Pogue nails that first free throw. 3:58 to play first quarter. Pogue with a second attempt. It's high and good. Nice looking free throw. 9-2 our score. Cornerstone with the big lead. Head coach John Peters with his arms crossed on the sideline. James Wilson looks at Schrader and comes back to Dylan Peters. Swings the ball to Josh Patterson. Dylan Peters up top. Josh, quick dribble, tries to find Derek Bowman inside. It's tapped away. It'll stay with Manhattan Chief. Kind of like earlier today, they're all over Derek Bowman, hanging on to him, pushing him out of position. Wilson looks, finds Josh Patterson. Josh kind of cut off underneath the basket, so the inbound play did not result in points. Derek Bowman will stop and pop from the free throw line area. That shot off line, and here comes Aaron Mullen. Mullen with a high dribble and goes to Steinlage. Steinlage, quick pass. Oh, they found a player underneath, and he shares the basketball, and it's a nice pass. And is that Patrick Schrader, who was kind of somersaulted over the other player. Patrick fell on his back earlier in that previous game. It will be Saints basketball. Patrick Schrader called for the foul. And there's a nice move right to the basket, and it rattles away. Boy, there was an opening in that defense, and the Saints took advantage, but were not able to convert. Dylan Peters with the ball up top to now Josh Patterson will fire, and that he is fouled at the free throw line area. So Josh elevated at the free throw area, kind of faked a three, took a couple of steps inside, and about the free throw line, tried to fire up a shot. Tristan Webb called for the foul. That's the second team foul called against the Saints. 4 fouls have been called against Manhattan Chief. 3:03 to play first quarter. Josh's free throw is perfect, right down the well. 9-3 our score. It's a late night for basketball. It's the very end, the final game of the final day of the ND2 tournament. And Josh's second free throw also perfect. 9-4 our score, and here come the Cornerstone Saints. Aaron Mullen with an alternating hand dribble. Steinlage to Frederick, quick pass inside, and
he's out of bounds.
And the Saints player stepped out of bounds along the baseline, so it's a turnover. But the Saints were maneuvering, passing the ball well against Manhattan-Topeka. Again, Derek Bowman covered up. Patrick Schrader would like to get inside. There's Patrick, who forces up a floater. That shot no good. Derek Bowman gets that rebound. Derek goes up and scores. Another strong move by Derek Bowman. Bowman on the offensive glass. Manhattan-Topeka within 3. 9-6 our score. 2:26 to play first quarter. There's a long pass to Frederick. Frederick right back to Aaron Mullen. There they go inside, and a bump will be called. Not a malicious foul. It's just a case where Josh Patterson's momentum carried him into the body. There is a deep three-pointer that's no good, and Patrick Schrader high for that rebound. 2:11 to play, first quarter, 9-6 our score. Manhattan-Topeka trail by 3. Wilson goes to Dylan Peters to Schrader. Schrader hit a couple of big threes in that previous game. There's Wilson, who goes to Peters. Now Dylan will drive along the baseline, or toward the baseline, fire. That three-pointer is good. James Wilson rattles in that three-point shot. Our game is tied. It's 9-all with 1:47 to play in this first quarter. Steinlage gets the ball. They're looking for opening in that 1-3-1 zone, I think. And there is Frederick. Frederick goes back up top to Mullen. Frederick looks, and goes to Mullen. Now Mullen will come back to the other side. There they swing it inside, and there's a driving shot to the lane. That is blocked, I believe, by Patrick Schrader. Here comes Patrick, and he will hold up and give the ball to Dylan Peters. Josh Patterson drives along the baseline, forces up a shot. That shot no good, and the ball is controlled by Trevor Pogue. And that's an offensive foul. As Trevor Pogue ran up court. Derek Bowman there near his path kind of threw his shoulder at Derek. The offensive foul, that charge will go against the Saints.
Second foul. 13 foul on the Saints.
And so it is Dylan Peters inbounding to James Wilson. Our game is tied after the Cornerstone Saints had that early lead. Wilson signals a play. Patrick Schrader with that basketball. Oh, Patrick thought about that three. Again, they're covering up Derek Bowman on the inside. Derek gets the ball and will fire from the free throw line area. That shot rolled in. It's good. Manhattan-Topeka lead for the first time tonight. 11-9, 41.9 seconds. Bowman, nice shot along the free throw line area. There they swing the pass. Frederick will fire for 3. That three-pointer high, and Derek Bowman had a finger on it. Patrick Schrader able to control it. 28 seconds. Head coach John Peters will likely hold the ball for one final try, as we're at 21.3 seconds to play in our first quarter. Wilson holds the ball and goes to Dylan Peters. 14 seconds. 12 seconds. Wilson starts to work. He's cut off. Tries to drive into the lane area. Patrick Schrader gets the ball. He's cut off. Dylan Peters has to fire a quick desperation three. That is good. That three-pointer is good. It's good. Manhattan-Topeka lead 14-9, and our first quarter is over. And after one quarter of action, it is Manhattan-Topeka who have fought back in the waning seconds of the first quarter and have claimed the